We are all dealing with an awesome God who is due the fear of his name, who conceals secrets and reveals secrets. Therefore, we must always be willing in all things, or we run the risk of ending on the wrong side of divine matters.
What I get from that, when I read that for the first time, it was put to me as a question directly to me, a challenge to me, to get me to decide right now, literally to choose this day, right, whom I'm going to serve. And I had to do that. I had to say, I am willing to believe.
That's right.
That was the biggest step. And that may be a very big step for some of you out there, is considering, are you actually willing to believe that God has finished the Bible? You may still be in a state of disbelief, and you may have a table full of different versions, but you have to say, did God orchestrate that? Is God the author of confusion? Is he really the author and finisher? Or is he just the co-author and
The co-author of many versions.
yeah, it's silly.
It is. Let me tell you something else that's silly. We're going to close with since we're talking about the faith of a child, we're going to close with a child's story from Hans Christian Andersen.
Okay.
Very famous. It's called The Emperor's New Clothes. The emperor hired the tailor to make for him the most magnificent robe ever. And what the tailor and another tailor, teaming, did geniusly is they made nothing. And they pretended to clothe the king's nakedness.
I'm familiar with this story now.
And they told him, your garments are so amazing and gorgeous and perfect and beautiful. And they have magical powers that when you go out to your subjects, anyone who can't see them, you will know they are stupid. And you will know they are unfit for your kingdom. And so the king parades naked, believing that he has the perfect garment on. Now, of course, all the subjects are afraid of the emperor. So they all, because of fear of man, which is a snare, go along with it. Your garments are amazing.
Lying. They're lying to him.
They're so wonderful.
Yeah.
Peer pressure, group consensus,
Yep.
ultimately, as we said, fear of man. They're all going along with it. You know, it took a child to say, the emperor is naked. And that's what we're here to do today. Your NASB, that so-called garment that you cover yourself with, it's naked. All of your ESV translation, all of your translations, NLT, any translation you're going to throw up, all these English counterfeits, they're naked. And we're daring, with the faith of the child, as in the story by Hans Christian Andersen, to say it flat out the way it is. Those translations are not sourcing from God. Get this. You've got all these translations. Then you have the Word of God. This is what the world has done to the church. Your Father in heaven wrote this perfect Bible. But we're going to give you these instead. But don't worry, they're similar. How foolish is that?
Yeah. That's a trick. That is deception. It's a very subtle deception.
The emperor has no clothes. Your multiple translation Bibles have no clothes. We're calling it out on this program.